Good evening and welcome to everyone. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Hi, Mike. A surprising decision to take to the field. Conditions feel like there won't be a lot on offer for the bowlers, and the opening batters will want to capitalise on what seems a bad call.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match.
Some adjustments to the field.
Afridi has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. There'll be one run here for them.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Confident appeal. Could it be? Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Yep.
Edged. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicket-keeper.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Great shot.
Yep.
At least one on offer.
No!
And with that, they're off the mark.
Misses everything. Good pickup. Big chance.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
4 runs added in the over. The Sultans are 4 for 1. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Ralph will be disappointed with that delivery.
Loud shout. Beaten on the drive. Needs a direct hit.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it's still raced to the rope.
Ralph ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. A freedie from the north end. Drives and misses everything. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Edge, what a ball. Yeah! And gone. Brilliant catch.
Is that a game changer? A real pillar in the batting order has been removed early on.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep.
Strong appeal. Anwar ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Wow, that's missed the lot. This could be trouble.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
6 runs added there. The Sultans are 26 for 3.
Yes.
Thrusts the pad at it. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Afridi, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Wait. Yep, yep. Bowler. Yep.
There'll be runs here.
just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Misses! They failed to make their ground but can't hit the stumps.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Good shot. A beauty.
Judged the length absolutely beautifully. Footwork was immaculate, but it was the hands that got that to the fence.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Big shout. Could be close.
Yep.
Bowler is confident on this one. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
A few moves made in the field.
Going with spin now.
Into the attack for the Lahore Lions.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps. These two are so quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky. A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
That's off the middle of the bat.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Edge, unplayable. Caught, and that's stuck.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure they would have liked a few more, but they'll leave the ground to the applause from the crowd.
Shah won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
They'll get at least one. Loud appeal. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Lovely.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Shah takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep, yep. No.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Big edge.
Yeah!
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yep, yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
8 runs added in that over. The Sultans are 75 for 5.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Catch it.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Catch.
Well placed. Should get a single. Gone. It's a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Pollard is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Couldn't get it through the field.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication. Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Caught, gone.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Khan doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. Dawson has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Nicked it, but that's going all the way. Dawson shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for 2. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on. They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good return back from the deep.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Sultans are 90 for 7. Misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Quick onto that in the infield. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper's end.
A couple on offer here.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Loud shout.
How was that?
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Catch it.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yes, keeper.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowler.
Dawson has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Khan from the south end. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Well, the end of a productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Timed that brilliantly.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Russo will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Nicked it! Confident appeal. Could it be? And out. Straightforward catch by the wicket-keeper. That total just means the bowlers have really got to be on their game. Feels a really below-par score. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're... to make it interesting.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Chaffee comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. A few moves made in the field.
Right off the middle of the bat.
A brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Rizwan, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yeah.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Chaffee is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Shafiq shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Waiting. No!
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
For the Bhutan Maestros.
Yeah. Yep.
Massive chance. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Are now on 28 for 1.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. They'll get at least one.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. This could be out. Loud appeal.
Yep.
This should be close.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that. That was just too good.
There's trouble here. Big appeal.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
32 for 1.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Could be close. Bowler is confident on this one. Nice shot. Runs possible. That's out. Caught.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep. No!
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yes.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Couldn't get it through the field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep, yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yes. Yep, yep.
Drives and misses everything.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Yep.
Good
No.
piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Zaman shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Keeper. Helga!
Big shout.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Edged. Needs a direct hit.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Beaten on the drive.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Over ends. So too does the power play. Change is coming in the field. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Nice shot.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Misses everything.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Could that be out? Looks so.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Nice bowling.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. Huge appeal.
Yes.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Hussain, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack. From the south end. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper.
Yes. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Brathwaite from the north end. Shah coming into the attack from the north end.
The risk isn't worth it for just a single. In the end, a good decision by the batters.
Yep. No!
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
They've made it home, but there should never have been the chance of the run out in the first place. Sensible decision in the end not to take that run. A little late on that, no runs scored.
Wait there. No!
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Visa gets off the mark.
Yep.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Wait.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Hussain shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Hussain getting a wicket in that over, really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Visa shakes their head. Was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Chance to run two. A couple on offer here. Timed that brilliantly.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it really early, and it was dispatched with ease.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Couldn't have hit that any better.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Some adjustments to the field. Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
They'll get at least 1.
Marks the end of the match. The Lahore Lions have taken number 3. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly on your way home.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and fully deserved.
There was only one team in this one.